Hello and welcome to my first video on the GraphicCanine. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create this cool looking glossy text in Photoshop. Now if you want to know more about my channel, then please go ahead and take 2 minutes or so to read the description below. So this design is actually really easy to make, believe it or not. It only takes around 5 minutes to do, and you can literally use it in pretty much anything. For example, a YouTube background, desktop background, or an advertising banner, and anything else of your choice. So first of all, I'm going to create a new canvas. Now I'm going to use one of the web presets because the resolutions are nice and easy to work with, and click OK. Now the first thing we're going to create is the background. So I'm going to use the same colors as the example, a lighter grey and a darker grey. Now you can use any color of your choice, so you can use a lighter red or darker red if you like. I'm going to use the gradient tool, select the radial gradient and hold shift and drag diagonally, just like that. Now once you have your background, then go ahead and create the text. Choose a font of your choice, preferably a bold font, and then type in your text. Change the color of your choice. I'm going to use the same cyan blue as in the example. Click OK. Place it in the middle. Now once you have your text, then open the blending options for the text, and then a blending options window should come up. Now the first thing you want to apply is the drop shadow. The distance, you want to set it to around 2 pixels. The size, you want to set it around 20 pixels. The second thing we're going to apply is the inner shadow. The distance, again 2 pixels, and the size, you want it around 12 pixels. The third thing we're going to apply is a outer glow. You want to select the color as the same color as the text. The size around 12 pixels, and then decrease the opacity around under halfway. Fourth thing we're going to apply is the bevel and emboss, and you want to select contour, and in contour you want to change your contour to this wriggly line here. Don't know what it's called, but it's the second row and the fifth one. Go back into bevel and emboss. In the highlight settings, you want to select the opacity and adjust it to 0%. The shadow mode, you want it on overlay. The color of the shadow, you want to select it as the same color as the text, and you want it to be a lighter shade. So I'm just going to drag it to the white area here. That looks good. And click OK. I'm going to change the opacity to halfway, so 50%. The fifth thing we're going to apply is the gradient overlay. You want to change the style to radial. Change the blend mode to overlay. And then change the gradient to the same cyan blue. So color cyan blue. And then you want the white color here to be black. I accidentally chose soft light. You want it on overlay. Okay, the scale, just increase it. And then the opacity, you want to decrease it around under halfway. So about 35. Final thing we're going to play is the stroke. Change the color to a darker area of the text, so darker cyan blue, and then the size to 1 pixel. and then click OK. So that's it for the blending options. All we're going to do now is create the gloss. So hold Command or Control if you're on Windows and select your text layer. It should create a selection around the text. Now you want to go onto the select options, go on modify and contract. Now depending on the size of your canvas, these settings can vary with the contract. Now what you're aiming for is a small outline of the text. So if I contract to 3 pixels, which is what I did in the example, as you can see, it just leaves a small outline of the text, which is what you're aiming for. Create a new layer once you have this selection. Make sure it's above the text. Now go back onto the gradient tool, select the linear gradient, and then choose the gradient to foreground to background. So if I open it, foreground to transparent, sorry, which is this one here, the second one. Change your foreground color to white. So your gradient should be white to transparent, as you can see. Now with the gradient tool, hold Shift and drag downwards. Just like that. And you should get a nice gradient there. Hit Command and D to deselect, or Control and D if you're on Windows. Now all you have to do now is get the elliptical tool, select half of the text just like that, and just simply hit delete. Once you deleted a part of the bottom, then final thing is we're going to decrease the opacity of this layer, and it'll create the cool glossy effect. So that is pretty much it for this design. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up. Otherwise, then don't forget to subscribe for more content, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.